the scientific mind, which is supposed to be a mind evolved through civilization, likes to get a reasoned or a rational answer to its questions. In fact, the scientific mind is likely to condemn an answer as not worthy of scientific scrutiny if it is not rational and if it does not meet its own test of reason. These mystic adepts know that the truth is beyond the possible limits to which mind can go and reason can go, and therefore they want to give the answer in stages so that the scientific mind may not be denied the possibility of reaching the truth. So they start off with the scientific explanation of how consciousness has permeated our physical system. It has gone into the body, it has gone into the senses, and how all these are operating. The mystic is willing to start by accepting either of the axioms that the material world is real and we have to find the source of this material world, or that the material world is an illusion and we have to find out who is creating the illusion. The mystics have no hesitation starting from any premise and going on in the beginning in a rational, reasoned way and eventually through the way of personal experience to show that wherever they started off was only for the purpose of explanation and understanding and not for the purpose of making a statement about the truth. So when a seeker goes to a mystic and says, I know that my body is made up of so many molecules and atoms and energy particles, and these energy particles hold all the clue to my creation, the mystics will say yes, and they will take him into a discovery of his own nucleus, a discovery of each particle of which the physical matter is created, and show how the energy has played upon our experiential system so that the same energy looks like matter and becomes a real world of matter. From that point, they can take us to the world of energy, and from energy take us to consciousness and show that but for consciousness, there would have been no experience of matter at all. So starting from the scientific premise of matter being real, they can take us to the point where they will show the matter is real only because of the nature of our consciousness. On the other hand, they can meet a person who is already taking a premise that the material world is merely an illusion and that there is something in consciousness which is more real. And the mystics can start from there and say that is true. Don't you have a dream in which you see matter? Don't you see a material world in a dream? They are made of the same substance. And when you wake up, where does that matter go? Did that matter really exist? It only existed while the dream was going on. And as soon as the dream ended, the material world also ended. And therefore, they can start by comparing the physical world to a dream world and telling us of the possibility of waking up to higher reality. And then telling us how a succession of waking ups to higher and higher levels of consciousness can take us to the reality of our true self, the ultimate waking up being beyond what reason can understand.